What's up, y'all? It's my little mini vlog recorded on my camcorder of going to Switzerland over break. It's pretty cool. Driving in and getting to the Airbnb kind of like shows like there's a lot of cool like architecture. I think that's the one thing I like to do is like look out the window anytime that I get the chance, just to kind of see, how the smallest things could be different. Today today we have a little fit check. Uh, Very bad fit because it is incredibly cold. I was definitely not ready for it to be this cold, and the aura there was no aura. I was just shivering. It was so cool. But yeah, I took the opportunity to like walk out, kind of just see what there is to see nearby. Just see, what people are wearing, what the traffic's like, how the buildings, are built. A lot of them are actually like really, uh, let's say like historic or a little bit older. Nothing too crazy, nothing too modern. First thing on the agenda though is going to the FIFA museum. You guys don't know, FIFA is kind of like I guess like the NBA, but for like soccer. So they had like a lot of information, mostly about like the org, and then also the World Cup. They kind of showed like who won each year, when did it start, what kind of rules were implemented when. They had a lot of memorabilia from like little souvenirs from each year, the trophies from each year. It was pretty cool to see, honestly. Cool little intro. I thought it was over, but then they had more kind of like areas. So they had like the uh, World Cup gallery. So it had a bunch of information. They had context and like what was going on at the time, anything different about the game. They had the bracket information, and that was for all the World Cups. They had a bunch of balls from each. I think it was from each year or for a few different years. I only remember playing with that one in the middle, and then yeah, and then I panned to that one. Those two I remember like playing when I was playing like AOSO and whatnot. They also had like this kind of like poster thing for each of the cups, and it was actually really cool. It was cool to see how like back then, how like graphic design was very different. It was like very colorful, very simple, very, I guess, basic. They also had a section that was dedicated to just more of like the equipment used in the World Cup. So that's like this the obvious one, the camera. You have that like big ass camera, very old, very wonky, very big, and then modern day cameras that they use now. But they had like a bunch of other stuff. What was so cool is that they had this like interactive kind of like soccer boot camp type thing where they had like a bunch of different activities. This first one, you have to kick it to the orange circle. I didn't even kick it hard enough. And I thought it was gonna be so easy. Um, but yeah, and then each one, the better you do, like the more you get like the score, and they put you on a leaderboard. Um, I'll just spoil it now. I did not get onto the leaderboard. Honestly, a lot of these ones I thought were gonna be like super easy. But I mean, it's been a while since I've played, so maybe I'll just blame it on that. But yeah, they have this like hat trick one where you have to get in the top middle one. Kind of looks like skee ball, but with soccer. They had this free kick one, which is pretty straightforward. Target lights up and you just kick it and you gotta hit it. Of course, I missed the first one. Of course, I missed the first one, but all the other ones were, easier once I was like, okay, let me lock in, because I can't be putting me like failing on the YouTube vlog. Then they had this one, which is kind of like a corner kick. They described it as corner kick. This one actually I did a lot better than I thought I was gonna do. I kind of understood how, to actually shoot the ball so you hit all three of them. But then again, of course, like I hit all three of them in the right place, and the one where I can get like stupid bonus points, I get like the lowest one. And they had this one, which is like a little dribbling course. Yeah, the fit was not fitting either. Like I mean, it's so cold. Like I'm not gonna pull up in like a jersey and some shorts and some soccer shoes or like running shoes. But yeah, it was like a lot harder. You have to like go around them. You have to dribble the ball in between. They have sensors to make sure you dribble the ball in between. This one, um, this one was so confusing. I was so confused about what I was supposed to do, and it was kind of like pinball. And the whole point is that there's targets there, and the more you hit, the higher, the more points you get. But it was so confusing because there was like five balls coming at you all at once, and they're like going in from left and right. They're coming in. It's like, do they want me to hit the ball in midair? Like, what's going on? But I had to chill out because if I was gonna go crazy, then like I would have probably broke something. Only to find out that supposedly it wasn't working right, but it is what it is. And funny enough, they had like a section of like games, like video games. So they had like the PS1, the PS2, and they had Xbox 360, and so forth. And then this section is like kind of how like makeshift soccer balls are made from different areas. So yeah, overall it was a little pretty cool museum, honestly. And I'm not even like that tapped in with like FIFA really. I just like watching the World Cup. But afterwards, you know, went out, walked around the city. It's pretty cool, very scenic, very nice. Went to go eat, and this pizza was delicious. It was so good. I'd like literally finished. I don't even think I finished like my food that often. So I was gonna read this book, and I actually ended up not reading it. But I'm gonna leave that in the blog. Maybe it'll inspire me to read later. Afterwards, we went to a chocolate museum. Apparently, Switzerland is known for like really good chocolates. And stepping in, you would not think it is a museum. It was like a modern ass like lobby. And then once you actually go into like the museum portion, it's like, okay, yeah, this is definitely a museum. But it was cool. Had a lot of things talking about how like cocoa trees grow. Kind of already had an idea just because of from playing Minecraft. You know, as goofy as it sounds, Minecraft gets a lot of things accurate. Um, yeah, kind of showing like where they're like cultivated, where's like the best area to actually plant and cultivate the cocoa trees. They also had like a origin of chocolate, like kind of history of chocolate, which I thought was interesting because the way they portray it is as if everything's sunshine, rainbows, and everybody did shit voluntarily, which we all know that this shit did not happen. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, to be fair, I guess it wasn't a history museum, so that's probably why they're just there for the chocolate. But nonetheless, um, yeah, I recorded some of the little things. If you want to read it, you can pause it. Hopefully, you can read it. Um, I don't know how the quality is gonna come out, low key. I just wanted to record it with a handycam that I found, and you know that's the whole thing for this video. Here's a little chocolate spinner thing that everybody was recording, so I'm not gonna lie, I felt FOMO. I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna record it regardless. And then they had like chocolate tasting. They had a good amount of chocolates to taste. Unfortunately, I don't like chocolate, so yeah, I didn't have any of this. It is what it is, though. Still makes for like cool footage for the vlog. They also had so I thought it was operational, but it's really just kind of like a mock factory setting. These machines weren't on or anything, but it's basically just like heating the chocolate up, cooling it down, putting in molds, and then getting the final product. And then at the end, which I don't know why, I thought this was so funny, but they have like a little thing where you scan your ticket and then you follow like this ball like contraption. So it's like oddly satisfying. Um, I thought it was just like funny because this has nothing really to do with chocolate, but the line was so long and we waited in that line. And I mean, the fact that I'm even putting this in the vlog, it's like, it's just goofy to me, bro, because there's nothing, like, this is of no significance. Like, this does not do anything. All it is just, it's like brain rot, look. It's like passive brain rot. Oh yeah, and then it shows that video, and then boom, you get your little tiny chocolate. But goddamn, there's like a long ass line, and each one of those things is like a good 30 seconds you have to wait. So, afterwards, we got some chocolate and started to walk around like the kind of center of commerce type thing. Pretty cool, honestly. Looks like this whole street, this whole vibe gives me like Paris vibe. I mean, I guess they're both European cities. But it was cool. It was like a little downtown area. It started to get dark too. I think I'll have like another video showing that. I think one thing that I thought was really interesting was the fact that each building is still, I would consider, somewhat historic, and there wasn't that many like advertisements or like logos or anything. And then we came to see this like singing tree thing, which I guess is very popular or something to like worth seeing, like a little sightseeing type thing. It was pretty cool. Very like chill, I guess. Then they had like this mock like this wannabe festival vlog. Um, in I think it was like a museum or something, but they had like it was a nice vibe. Like they had all the lights and whatnot. They had like a bunch of little vendors selling like food, drinks. But in terms of day one, that's pretty much it. And then we're on to day two. There's a bunch of graffiti, and I think it's pretty cool that graffiti here is very different from graffiti in like other places. I think it's like a small little, a little detail that not a lot of people really like pay attention to. But nonetheless, I thought it was cool. Then we got into this big bus. It was like a bus tour from where we were staying to another city where they're gonna take us to like the mountains. And damn, like this bus was pretty. It was informational. I guess that's one. But two was like the camera does. I mean, obviously the camera doesn't do justice. But even if I was recording this on my iPhone, like to see this site like IRL was like holy shit. Like it was really, really nice, very beautiful, very scenic, very like you forget about everything around you. We made a little pit stop in this one city where we went to just eat real quick. We didn't really have too much time. I guess they just dropped us off to take a little walking break, eat if we want to, and then head back to the bus. The food today was a burger, which I can eat the bun. But it was pretty good. Yeah, with the bun, it probably would have been better, but it is what it is. And we get back on, and I think it's pretty cool how like the house they're just normal ass houses, like normal ass people. They probably don't even think twice, but like damn, they live right next to like a nice like scenic mountain, whether it's like just normal mountains or if it has snow, and this shit is like super accessible to them. But we finally made it to the mountain that we were gonna go to, and then we started going up the skylift that they had, which at the beginning was like really cool. I don't know, it's like not really Big Bear. It's like it's
Does not look like Big Bear.
it still has snow and it's still a mountain, but just like over here, it's like 1,000 times better. Kind of like that one meme where it's like blank in America and then it's lame, and then blank in Japan, and then apparently like it's all cool. But I think one thing that I really like too was that like these skiers, snowboarders are on top of like powdery snow. Like I wish we could have snowboarded, but it's what it is. Again, like the view from the top of the mountain was just amazing. But yeah, we had a cut because my camcorder died, so I couldn't record anymore that day. But we just pretty much went back home. Today we're also going to another city and taking the train this time, not a bus. And it's the same thing. Like these people, dude, there's some people that live on like very steep like hillsides. I don't know if that clip you can see there, but there's this like one house behind some trees on top of a cliff, and it's like, how do you get down? Like, how do you, like, you can't just walk down, and with the car, there's no way. It's like way too steep. But yeah, this train had a lot of cool sights. Honestly, there was yeah, this one castle, and then right next to it was this river, and man, like again, camera will never do justice, but it was so clear, like clear. Like I doubt people have seen a river that clear. Like I've never seen that shit before. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Long train ride, but it was again like I really love just like looking out the window when I get a chance and just kind of seeing like how is this different from stuff around me and trying to notice I guess like little small details. But we finally get to the town that we're going to, and I obviously like first stop is to eat, so I had this like spaghetti and then one of the beers they had there, which actually wasn't too bad. As much as I don't like beer, it was delicious enough, I guess I'll put it that way. But yeah, same thing, like the snow being like so close to the mountains, the cities themselves, like the architecture is just so different from like where we live, and I think that's probably why I appreciate it so much. But yeah, they had this like little frozen lake, and there's a lot of people taking pictures, so we walked on, take some pictures, write stuff in the snow, and then we head back. It was mostly a day filled with just being on the train, so nothing too crazy. But yeah, that's it for this little vlog. The editing's not as heavy as other ones, just because just because I don't want to, and I want to put this out like ASAP low-key. Maybe if I get motivated or have a certain vision in mind, then the next vlog or the next video will be that way. But yeah, this one's short, simple, chill, and definitely will go back again because it was so fun. Hopefully in the future.